ways it will remain, it seems to me, fundamental feature of Chinese society. Thirdly, China as a great power. Now, I suppose the assumption is, what will it be like? And the assumption, I suspect, that most of us have, well, some way or other, it will be like the United States. That it will exercise the same kind of the power in the same ways as the United States in a situation of global hegemony. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I don't mean they won't have anything in common, of course they will. But I don't think that's right. And I don't think it's right for the following reason. It is true that European and American society, Western societies, share with China a notion of universalism. They think that they both share, both aspects share, the idea that in some way or other they are a model for the world. But the way in which they interpreted historically being a model for the world was profoundly different. For Westerns, for Europeans, because we start with Europeans here, the Europeans interpreted universalism as a desire to expand across the world, to conquer territory, and to civilize the uncivilized, to project and convert their religion, Christianity. I mean, this was what the colonial empires that accounted for such a large percentage of the world from the late 19th century until the middle of the 20th century were about. Now, China's notion of universalism was very different. China's notion of universalism was the land and the heaven, the Middle Kingdom, the most advanced civilization in the world. So why would you want to leave the land and the heaven? Why would you want to step out? Chinese have a very strong sense of superiority. Why would you want to step outside heaven, the land and the heaven, into darkening shades of barbarianism? So actually, China's notion of universalism was essentially a stay-at-home universalism. So, whereas we worship those, go to any British city and you'll find those who led colonial conquests and so on, their statues littered around the major cities. In China, that never happened. If you stepped outside and migrated, for example, to Southeast Asia, you were stepping outside civilization. You were not deserving the protection of the emperor. Very, very different historical tradition. So the Chinese had no empire.